Hey, what's going on? Today we are looking at the HZ Sound Hot Mirror Pro. This one has a 10mm dynamic driver, and you can get it with, I think there's two cables in the package, so you can get it in silver and black, and I think it comes with a mic or a no mic cable. I'll have to look at it to be checked, but you can get it as with the microphone as an option. Just gonna look. Okay, so this is the packaging that you get it in. A little bit different, a little bit thicker than the original. Looking at the specs on this, here's the case that it comes in. Really nice case, different from the original. We have a 10mm dynamic driver. Its impedance is 32 ohms. Sensitivity is 110 decibels. If you do get the one with the mic, it is minus 42 plus 3 decibels. Frequency response 10 to 40 kilohertz. THD is less than 1%. And of course you get a 4.4, a 3.5, and a 2.5 millimeter swappable cable, which is made of OFC and silver plated wire. It's a pretty cable. It is a C&T dynamic driver. And I'm going to pull this off for a second. And I'm going to look at, there were some things in here that I left in here. So here's the second cable. We'll just look at that really first. This is the kind of similar to the first cable that it came with. I like that it has the black fittings on it. So this one is 3.5 millimeter. And this one has the microphone on it. So you do get one with a microphone. There's the mic in the remote. It's a nice quality cable, to be quite honest. You also get inside a whole bunch of different tips. There's foams in there as well, if you can see that. There's the foams. You get these kind of K-Bearish tips. And these white standard, kind of almost like K-Bear tips as well. What else is in there? Manuals, and of course you get a little clip, which I believe the first one came with as well. So I'm going to box this back up. As a counter, here is the original. Right here. Packaging is a little bit thinner. And this was the case for the original. All the accessories and everything are in here. It was the original and the cable for the original. Little different. And you get a bunch of tips, and you get a little clip thing as well inside of it. Now this one's a legend, obviously. Obviously the original was quite, detailed and had a nice bright signature to it as well. And we're just going to put that away. So, okay, looking at this case, a leatherette case, much wider, bigger. Inside, you're going to find the different size swappable cables. You get 3 different kinds with this cable. So you get the niceness of having 2 different cables. This one I have the 3.5 on right now. You also get a 2 and a 4.4 millimeter, 2.5. This cable is all sparkly and silver and really nice looking. Not the thickest cable, but it still is really nice looking. Let's bring these guys up to here. Now, these do come in silver like the original, and they also come in this black sparkly, which is really nice. And we're going to take this off and show you the nozzle. There's a big nozzle right there. It's got a nice lip on it to accommodate your IAMs. And I'll put this back on over here. And there we go. Oop, it fell off. There we go. Okay, got that out of the way. So here they are. Same shape, comes in two different colors, much better accessories. I do like this cable a lot. I like the sparkle. I mean, the camera's not doing it justice, but if you run it like that, you can see that this cable sparkles quite a bit. It's a pretty cable, and it's swappable. It's kind of got a memory to it, so it doesn't really tangle that much. Most cables, the real tangle part is when it goes to these ear hooks. You got this little cable organizer right here, which I should have actually had on it. But I was just listening to them the other day with the Pegasus SG1 over there and the V6. Those seem to be my go-tos when I'm listening to things, as well as the Griffin. So decent quality, fits well. It's got good isolation. It's a comfortable unit itself. I think we can bring it in now closer. So it's a comfortable unit itself. And my notes suddenly just disappeared. So inside, like I said, you're going to get hybrid silicone ear tips, and those will enhance the bass and compact vocals. Small bore, those are the see-through whitish ones. The foam tips and the wide bore bullet tips. So you get all those different types of tips in there, a lot of them. Let's take a look at the frequency response right there. There's your response chart. Bring that back down. We already went over the specs. You can get them in silver, which doesn't have the logo. For some reason, the black has the logo, and the silver doesn't have the logo on this one. Just to let you know, if you like that logo on it. Okay, so let's get into the sound signature of this. Put these back in there. I always like to keep those with me, depending on if I switch devices or whatever. So, technicalities on the original heart mirror. The original heart mirror, let's just put it this way. This model is not the original heart mirror. If you like the original one, which is, by the way, being discontinued, so if you want it, hop on it and try to get that as fast as you can. This one is completely different. In every way, this is different, other than the looks. It's tuned differently. It doesn't have so much as the technicalities that the other one had. But what it does have is it has good tuning. It isn't harsh. It has a very nice bass-wise, nice smooth kind of signature to it. Smooth V-shaped signature. There's very strong, impactful bass. You have really good packaging and accessories. The modular cable, I mean, it's built like a tank. It's solid. It's very good for the price, considering what it costs. You have some decent mids there. Obviously, there's a little recession there. The vocals are forward. They sound good. It's got decent separation. It's got decent technicalities. It has a decent soundstage with the pinpoint accuracy seems to be very good. The soundstage isn't overly wide. It isn't overly narrow. At times, it just sounds kind of a little bit above average. The highs, like I said, they're airy, they're open, they have sparkle, they don't get any harshness. There's no harshness on this whatsoever. This is a fun sounding IM with some good dynamics and a little kind of crispness, but not as much as the original heart mirror. Not in the least bit. Where the original Heartmere was technicalities and a bright signature, this one is not that at all. This one is fun, smoothed V shape, quite enjoyable for long listening sessions. Really good bass, which is something the original Heartmere was lacking. Decent all over performance. The mids have some warmth to them. They do have some decent body. Like I said, there's a mild recession there. But other than that, these are very, very enjoyable. I like these, to be quite honest. They're right up my cup of tea if I want to bring something with me for like an all-arounder. I would definitely call these a good all-arounder. Bass-wise, if you're hardcore bass, maybe the Rosefinch would be more of your liking. But if you want something that's like universal for different music and stuff like that, then I would recommend this, definitely for that. So like I said, it's a smooth V shape, it's fun sounding. It has, average technicalities, average the sound stage, average everything. The bass is exceptional. The treble is very good on this, and the mids are very good as well. It's definitely not a mid focused like the original Heartmere, but overall, what you have is your everyday kind of throw in your bag and take with you kind of IM. So it is completely different from the other one. If you love the other one, you're not going to like this. If you hated the other one, you probably are going to like this. Me, I like both. Depends on what kind of mood I'm in for. If I was going to take something with me for the whole day, I think I would take this over the original, because the original is more kind of sit down, enjoy the music, and just critical listen. Whereas this one is just take it with you, listen to some fun stuff, and enjoy that. And I enjoy a fun signature. I have like 100 different ones with a fun signature. I could probably rate them someday if I could have the time to just sit down and rate which one from lowest to highest. But this one does a really decent job at everything. It's not for the people who are going to be doing critical listening, but it is a great addition to your thing if you want something fun, if you want something that you're going to be doing in your daily driver or something like that. Definitely very nice signature on this. People that like the diamond might actually like this as well. So I'm just saying, it's decent. I like it after all. It's fun. If you take it for what it is, it's fun. If you're looking for like the Heartmere with added bass, not really. At first I thought maybe it was going to be that. And after a long listen with this, then I realized that this one is just it's a completely different animal. Just the same shell, but better accessories and better overall bass. That's for sure. The bass is really good on this. And it's not an overpowering bass. It's just a really good, dense, impactful kind of bass. So this has been the HZ Sound, the newest thing from them, the Heartmere Pro. It's got some really nice accessories too, which kind of makes like most of the price for this worthwhile, because you can take these accessories and put them on the original Heartmere if you wanted that swappable cable and everything. So if you're a fan of one, I don't know if you're going to be a fan of this one. But if you like this type of signature, like I said, smooth V-shaped signature that's fun, it's non-aggressive, it's not fatiguing for listening. So this is a great daily driver, and I like it. I don't know where it's going to fit in the collection because I'm getting so many different IAMs from different places that are so good. But ultimately, this is a decent product. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you somewhere out on the internet. Please be safe.